All right, so what do you get when you have a legacy pair of comfort sneakers like the Nike Prestos paired with the new wave comfort of the Nike React technology? You get the brand new Nike React Presto, or Presto React. I don't know. What is going on, guys? Hes here, collectivekicks.com. If you guys want to shop this week's top sneaker deals, as well as if you want to pick up a pair of the Nike React Prestos right here, or any of the other shoes out here, check the link in the description and happy shopping. Today's video is kind of a fun one for myself because this is actually a new model that I honestly was not feeling from the images. I love the Nike Presto and I love the Nike React technology, but the combination of the two in this shoe just did not vibe with me. I just didn't like the overall look, and I think it's a big change up from the original Presto cage. Also, the original Prestos were pretty sleek looking, and this is like a very bulky looking shoe. Definitely a lot more bulky than the originals. So I thought that they were taking something that was kind of more streamlined and aerodynamic and made it into this big old clunky thing. But I have to say, when I got them in hand and then on feet, most importantly, honestly, that was what sold me on the shoes. So I instantly put them on, and it gave me a feel of the original Presto with the upper and how you could wiggle your toes in them. They were like loose feeling and not overly restricted, but that was paired with the new comfort and technology of the React midsole. The whole thing was just pretty nice and big and thick. And in the end, this is a shoe that I definitely can say I like and that I would recommend if you like the legacy feel of the Prestos and you like the React technology. I think it is an overall great shoe. I still don't love the overall look of the shoe though. I think it is a little bit ugly, but overall comfort and feel like a Presto. Like if you put them on, it feels like an evolved version of the Prestos. And another thing about this cage, it kind of reminds me of the Adidas Ultra Boost and then the Ultra Boost 19. People really didn't like that change up either. And the same sort of thing with this. It doesn't look very cool. It doesn't look aerodynamic. It looks just kind of clunky. And maybe if they did the right color blockings, it would look better. This one is the Brutal Honey colorway, and you could see the little bee on the bottom. And so this one is themed after an original colorway, so they couldn't be as creative as maybe making up their own stuff. I believe you can actually design your own on Nike ID right now, which is actually kind of fun, but it is at a premium price. Speaking of price though, this Nike React Presto is $120, as you can see on the box, and it is the React Presto, not Presto React. I don't know what it is about this React technology, but sometimes the naming convention is a little bit off to me. Like it's the Nike React Presto, but then it's the Nike Epic React. So they're not using the same naming convention in the same order. So I don't know why, but for somebody like me, it's just a little bit annoying that they do that. But a couple things about this shoe that I think you guys should know about. One, I like the idea that they didn't just take the shell of the original Presto and then slap React on the midsole. To me, it would be kind of cool to see that, but at the same time, it is a little bit lazy of an approach to just recreate something and just add the new technology on it. So I kind of like that they really created their own model out of this. It's not the same exact outsole as any of the other Nike React models. It's actually totally different. And on top of that, the upper is not the exact same thing as the Nike Presto. It is a little bit different. So this in itself is its own unique item, and I kind of like the fact that they did that. I can't believe that I'm saying that because honestly, I would have expected and liked the original Presto probably better, just the overall look, because I love the overall Presto look, but I appreciate what they did. That's enough about that. I wanted to show you guys the outsoles and comparisons though. Look at this midsole and outsole comparison. You can see it is totally different. It does draw like some sort of inspiration from the Element Reacts, but you can see it is totally different. And I said it again, Element React, but it's actually React Element. But it has different little wave patterns all over the place. This actually kind of looks like the Wave Runner right here in the front. Maybe you can give me a bonus thumbs up for showing you guys that similarity, how this kind of pattern looks similar on both of them. Another thing to note about this outsole and midsole that is different, as you can see, it's actually two different sections, the forefoot and the heel. It's actually hollowed out a little bit in the middle here versus the Element React, which is basically a flat look to the shoe, and this one has a lot more curvature. And then if you look at the bottom, the patterns are completely different. It's kind of like this could be like a 2.0 to the React Element, honestly, just because it looks like a revamped version. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a support column or anything like that, or if it's just extra design element. It doesn't feel like a support thing. But you don't have the extra support around like you do here. The React Prestos has a little heel counter. One cool thing to note though is they do have the Alpha Dot series on the back. So that's what those 5 dots stand for, the Alpha Projects, which is a legacy thing from the Prestos. As you can see, there's a 5 dots on the bottom down here. I loved the Alpha series. It's just one of my favorite eras in Nike innovative products. They just had such cool concepts and ideas and designs, and the Presto was one of those shoes that came out of that. Speaking of the Prestos though, let's go ahead and take a look at the uppers. You can see they look fairly similar. This one has a little Nike swoosh down here, same as here, but the new one is hyperfused on. The old one here is embroidered, but they have lots of different ones. Some of them don't have the swoosh down there. Then you have the same stitching that brings the tongue together down here as you do on the original pair. It does look a little bit different here though, and I think the reason why is because of the way it's stretched out. It definitely is stretched out a little bit more around the tongue than on the original one. The original one, you have some mesh on the reverse side that kind of holds the shape down. This one is a little bit more free flowing. So that is interesting. Also, it does sit up higher on the new version instead of the old Prestos. It sits a little bit lower. The back looks pretty similar though. You see the heel counter here, but then on this one, there's two different sections for the heel counter. Then both of them have the same look to the loop on the back here. On the Prestos though, you can see it does come out and then down in a little bit. This one kind of just goes straight up. So there is a little bit of different shape. And again, the same with the tongue. Little different shape than the OG. The cage is where they make all the changes, and maybe not my favorite part right here, and it just looks all weird looking on the bottom. And versus the top here, I really like the way the look is on this one. It's just kind of more classic and traditional, but if you guys do have the OG pairs, the plastic actually just snaps off, so that can be a bummer in the long run if you have the OG pairs. I don't have any OG ones anymore, but that's kind of a look at the shoes side by side. And if you guys like the comparison between the three models in hand, in the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel as well, and hit the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified of when the videos go live. I will say comfort comparison, out of the three, which is the most comfortable? I'm not gonna lie, like 100%, this one's probably the most comfortable out of the three. I love the upper on this one the best, and I love the midsole and how it comes together the best as well, because it's just a huge, massive stack of React. Feels great, and you also have the upper that's more free-flowing and like neoprene-like, which feels really great on the feet. Ironically though, this is the ugliest to me out of the three pairs out here. It's just the ugliest one personally, but it's the most comfortable, go figure. So in a blind on-foot test, these would definitely win. But if you had to use the visual as a reason why you'd buy the shoe, hands down my favorite shoe out of these three visually is the old Prestos, just because I love the style and shape of this. And actually this really looks like the Ultra Boost in a sense, the overall shape. But I think that this is a classic. I love the ones back in the day. I had them back in the day. This one is kind of more the new wave thing. It's kind of like rugged looking, comfortable on the midsole, but the upper is a little bit odd because of that see-through material. So it's not near as comfortable for like ankle socks as the other two shoes are. So this one has a more comfortable midsole than the Prestos. The Prestos have a more comfortable upper. This is kind of the best of both worlds, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't have guessed it for $120, but they did a great job on the shoe, minus the look of the shoe. The overall look is terrible to me, but some people might like it, and maybe the on-feet section of the video make it better and more attractive to you. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about the new React Prestos. That is the video. If you guys want to buy a pair, check the link in the description, 120 bucks at Nike.com. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Again, have a great rest of the day, and once again, check out my other videos on my channel. I'm going to have a bunch of them. So have a great rest of the day, and we will catch you guys for more videos soon. Peace, guys.